today, like yesterday, is kind of a work day for me. I'm in the office most of the day. I'm actually watching Backpack Bushcraft right now. I did a binge of his channel and I watched nearly every single video all the way through, which was really enjoyable. I recommend you do it as well. It's now almost 3 o'clock, so I figured I might as well finish getting ready and go and do the errands that I have to do and leave the house. I did not leave the house at all yesterday, which is not great. I mean, I got a lot done, but I need some fresh air. So let's get going.
I started this just to have something to do. I was retired, and I actually retired too young, and I was looking for something to do just to have a reason to get up in the morning and go to work someplace. So I started up this little wine shop with some coffee beans and olive oil and, you know, some gourmet foods. Just
right, like the second half of this.
Kind of stay busy, yep.
Yep.
And I outgrew that small room over there and came into this room. Going on 6 years now, and now I've outgrown this room. I could probably triple this size or even more.
For someone short like me, you can barely see over your aisles.
Yeah. There's so much more new stuff coming out.
Yeah.
And people still want the old stuff. Nothing goes old. They all want the old stuff and they want the new stuff.
Exactly.
So, and we keep gaining a new customer base because of that.
Right.
So it just stays busy. And now it's no more part-time job. Of course, it is in a way. I used to work 100 hours a week all my life, and now I'm only working 50 hours, so it's like a part-time
You cut it down.
job.
You cut, well, part-time for you,
cut
maybe.
It in half. Yeah, that's what I
some
mean.
people,
It's
not
part-time
really.
for me.
It wouldn't have been. So have you always been into the craft beer?
No.
No?
I was a grocery man all my life. I worked for A&P for 12 years, and then I left A&P and we opened up our own small store, an IGA grocery store.
Oh, that's cool.
On the south end of Higgins Lake.
Oh, okay.
And we had that for 24 years. And somebody wanted to buy it from me, and I didn't want to sell it because I wasn't ready to retire.
Oh.
But he wouldn't take no for an answer, and he kept coming back.
Did he offer you a good deal?
Finally, he says, "Look, I'm buying your store, so go home and talk to your wife, and let's figure this out."
That's pretty forward.
And I thought, well, I could help her at the restaurant and cut back on my workload, and so I did. I went to work for her at the restaurant. And, you know, bartending, dishes, whatever needed to be done.
Right.
And I was only working about 40 hours.
Oh.
So then, after 6 years, the restaurant closed. And
was
I
it around
still
here
needed
too?
something to do. It was this room right here.
The same room?
Yes. This is called the Fifth Street Grill.
You have everything. So I get all of my beer pretty much at this point exclusively from you.
Try to get everything as it comes out.
Yeah,
Very
you do good.
few items do I not get. If it's so limited and they just don't get enough up in this area,
right,
I may not get it, but usually I can get just about anything.
Yeah. So we do Untapped pretty much all the time. I try to at least remember, but if you're drinking a few, you don't always remember to add your beer to it. But they ask you where you got the beer. That way, if someone's in the local area, they know where to go to get the beer that you have. So I get to click on and say that I got it here pretty much every time. Lets me pick, and it lists you as a grill first and foremost. But it still says it says grill, and let me actually tell you, I think it says
Market.
Grill and Market.
Fifth Street Grill and Market, yeah.
Let me see.
We're trying to get that changed. It's called Fifth Street Market. We still call it the Market because we do have gourmet foods and stuff in that other room.
Right. It'll be so hard picking out what we're gonna try.
I had a really good day today, but it sure died right down.
Yeah, which is odd because the sun came out. You'd think it'd get busier right now. What's the most popular beer that you have? Do you have one that comes to mind?
The most popular right now is that M43.
The M43?
Old Nation.
Yeah.
Yeah, until they come up with something that tops that, that's still the big one right now.
Yeah, that was like super sought after. Like people were lining up outside to try to get it at a lot of stores.
The reason we had a hard time getting it was the beer choice at Ford Field just during the Lions games.
Oh.
They were selling it for $12 a can at the Lions games. And I thought since football season is over that we'd start getting more of it, but I didn't. The last 2 weeks I didn't get any.
Wow.
So we were two cases a week for most of the time. But like I said, the last 2 weeks I didn't get in.
That's crazy.
At one point, I don't know if I told you this, back before Thanksgiving, my sales rep was on vacation, and I had to call my order in. And the gal on the desk taking my order apparently didn't know, because I said, oh, by the way, I need 10 cases of M43. She says, okay, and she wrote it down. And the truck came the next day, and I had it.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, the next week when my regular salesman was back, he gave me hell. He was so mad at me pulling that on. I said, hey,
Well,
she
you
didn't
had
have
to
to
do-
give it
yeah,
to me. You know?
yeah.
Yeah, if you're not supposed to sell it to me, tell her, you know, so.
Do you have to hunt down every beer individually when you're going to order them?
Yeah, a lot of times the
Wow.
salesmen don't even know what they're carrying.
Oh.
They got so many, you know, they don't even know everything.
interesting.
And I'll ask them for something that they never heard of. And I didn't hear of it until somebody like yourself came in asking for it.
Right.
So I run
Word
into
of mouth
that a lot,
helps,
too,
yeah. It's interesting. I didn't know if it was like generated where you had one person that just send you all the new stuff, or if you had to actually do all of that
Oh,
work.
I have to order it. They don't automatically send you anything. You
Wow.
have to ask for it. Especially now when, well, like say that M43, they don't make it a
Yeah.
lot of it, and
Right.
they don't make it very fast. So I have to stay on top of that and keep asking for it.
So how do you stay on top of that though?
Because I don't use the internet. No,
Oh.
it's mostly word of mouth. I
Oh,
have to find
wow.
out from customers.
That's
Yep.
crazy.
Or I'll read about it in the Market Watch or the
Oh, okay.
Beer Guild, or
Okay.
the Great Lakes Beverage News is a good one to read.
Is your wife into beer too, or just you?
Nope.
She doesn't like it?
She drinks Corona and Miller Lite. I've given her taste of all kinds of great stuff, and she hates it.
Oh, geez.
Don't do that to me again. I'll say, oh, you'll love this one. It might be that sea salt caramel. Well, she loves sea salt caramel, you know, and those Sanders chocolates. The sea salt caramel is one of her favorites. So she thought she might like the beer, and I really had to talk her into it. Finally, she said, okay, and she just, you know, ungodly comment. You know, I couldn't
Hates it.
repeat what she said. She was so mad at me for making her try it. And I said, well, you know, this is good stuff. You really should learn to appreciate it. No.
That's kind of how my family is. Like, I got my dad. He's a whiskey drinker. He doesn't really like beer too much, and if he drinks beer, it's to chase his whiskey, or if he's like at deer camp or something.
Yep, whiskey and a beer chaser.
Yeah, exactly. So he likes like those little, I think they're snub nose bottles by Coors, like the banquet bottles.
Oh yeah, I have them.
He likes that kind. Like that's his favorite.
Right over there.
Yep, that's his favorite. And then like Bud Ice or Bud Light or something. Like he's very simple. Very simple. Yep. So we actually did like a full beer tasting party at our house when we lived in Grand Rapids still. And we did with my parents, which is really funny because they both don't like beer. Mm-hmm. And we did like a 2-hour tasting, doing like little flights. Yeah. Because we have a flight board. And the only one my dad really liked was Rubaeus by Founders. So he'll buy that like no other. He loves it. No kidding. Loves it. My mom likes hard soda. So she doesn't mind having some liquor or some ABV in there, but she's not one for beer. So like the Henry's hard soda, like the ciders, that kind of stuff.
Sometimes I like them too. Like after I've mowed the lawn and I don't want a heavy stout, you know.
Or for us, like while you're.
That's when I like Coronas after.
Yeah. Something light.
Quench. Yeah.
Light and easy to drink. Like we'll take like the hard sodas while we kayak. Because you don't want to be drunk while you're kayaking, and you don't even want to feel a buzz while you're kayaking. We'll take that with us.
This is what's popular with the canoeists and the kayakers.
White Claw.
It's light. I think it's only 5% alcohol, and it's cans. They prefer taking cans in the river.
Oh yeah. All right. I don't want to keep shoveling things on your counter. I know you don't mind.
I don't mind.
But my husband will mind. All right, guys. That's the beer haul. That's what I'm buying. I'm not showing you the receipt.
Can I see it all?
Yes.
Okay, this is $10 on a clearance.
And just so you know, I know that you couldn't see his face, but I didn't want him to be uncomfortable. I did ask him in advance if I could film it, so even though it seemed a little sketchy, I did not do it without him knowing, I promise. Alright guys, I got the Boundary Range Hop Pack. This has 4 different Alaskan brews and they're all discontinued. So I got this 12 pack of Alaskan Brewing Company for $8. A 12 pack for $8. I got a couple really expensive ones. This bottle of beer here was $15. This is the Bourbon County brand stout made by Goose Island. It was a special release and I'm very excited. The bottle is super cool. I'll totally be keeping it. It actually says Bourbon County on the back. Really awesome bottle. I was on the fence about that one, but when he told me he only had like 3 left, I had to get it. Double Crooked Tree, that is by Dark Horse, which is Marshall, Michigan. It's a double IPA. Dana will be very excited about that. The Grand Armory Brewing. And I got an IPA for Dana and I got a stout for me. This is supposed to be Nutter Butter flavored. And then a nice juicy IPA. And then I got another Dark Horse. This is the Plead the Fifth Imperial Stout. That one's supposed to be really good. It was a recommendation from the store owner, so I had to get this one for sure. I got a custom 6-pack, which with a bunch of goodies in them. A couple were very expensive. I got the Beautiful Disaster Pale Ale aged in red wine barrels. Super unique. It's odd side ales. It was $5 for just the one. I got the Hazel's Nuts, which is really cool. It actually has a bearded lady on the label. Really cool art on it. This one was super expensive. Stout aged in bourbon barrels with coffee and natural hazelnut flavor. And that one was $7.50 for the one. And it was the last one he had, and he said that it was hard to come by. He had to like fight tooth and nail just to get it into the store, and that once he got it in, he sold every single one and then found this one in the back collecting dust in the stock room. So I obviously had to grab that one. The Black Note Stout. For those of you who watch a lot of our beer content, you know I really don't usually taste or try any of the barrel age series, including Founders. It's just not my thing. Like, I want to like it. I just haven't found many that I like. So I'm going to try that one though. That one, I remember how special that one was when it was released. And that one was $5. I've had this one before. I just really, really like it. It was only $2. The Steam Engine. That's by Mountain Town Brewing Company that's in Mount Pleasant. Then I got another expensive odd side. It's Hipster Brunch Stout. I've seen a lot of other craft beer channels, beer tubers out there, and Instagram beer pages dedicated to trying this beer out recently, so I had to get one. It was $6.25 for that one bottle. And this one is called Nord Sky. It has the Northern Lights on it. It's an IPA. I've been looking at this one for a long time. It's actually brewed in the UP, so Marquette, Michigan. I don't get a lot of cans like this, but the actual packaging is done so nicely, and it's just so beautiful. There's actually like a little eagle on the back. Really pretty packaging, so it's been intriguing me. Definitely the art pulled me in, but when this one went single on his counter for $2, I had to get it. Holy cow, that's a lot of beer in the fridge. I got that shelf. Then I got this shelf here. Camera's dying. Just wanted to let you know I really appreciate you guys watching me do this little craft beer shop tour / interview / haul. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of a different video from us. Really fun talking to the gentleman that owns that store. He's very sweet. We've gotten to know him a lot over the past 4 months, and we go to that store all the time. He's a local business, and I really feel passionate about supporting local business, as well as the fact that it's such a mecca for craft beer in a small town in northern Michigan. There just aren't a lot of stores like that, so it's really nice to see. So if you haven't already, hit subscribe, especially if you want to see all of these beers being tasted. I will film all of them, so make sure you smash the bell so you know when I post videos. Most of the beer videos go up on the weekends as weekend bonus videos, so keep an eye out for that, and cheers!